and also how to make it easier for them. So that being said, I'll be calling on our speaker, Mr. Gabriel, to um, give us what he has. Mr. Gabriel, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. Can you
I can
hear
hear
me?
you. I can hear you. Go on.
Okay, okay. My name is Gabriel Yashim, and I'm here to learn about tech. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Like I said, my name is Gabriel Yashim, and I am a data scientist at StarTech Nigeria Limited. So today we'll be looking at the topic or the theme. Uh, how to kickstart your career in tech. I know tech is like a buzzword. Everybody is hearing about tech, left, right, and center. So we just want to get ourselves familiar for people that do not have any background. If you have background, that's a plus. It's still cool. I believe you'll be able to pick one or two things from my talk tonight. So quickly I'll just share my screen and just let me know when you see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, how to kickstart your career in tech. So, before we move, the word tech is actually short for technology, and we all know from. Let me not assume we all know, but then technology is just actually a way to make life easier, all right, to make life better for humans, trying to use scientific approaches or applying scientific approaches in order to solve problems, to meet needs, all right, and to create systems, to build softwares, generally things that make life easier. And a more formal definition I have here, before I move to my definition, actually, my table of contents include an introduction, and then we move to actually identify your interests. If you are going to start or kickstart a career in tech, you need to identify your interest and then your strengths. All right. So we look at how to get knowledge and acquire skills, and why choose a tech career. Like, why do you even have to choose a tech career? So without wasting much time, I'll just move to the introduction. What is tech? From my introduction here, technology or tech is a term used to describe the practical application of scientific information, tools, processes, particularly in the design, development, usage, in the design, development, and usage of electronic devices, software, and system. Hmm, that's a lot, right? I'm guessing for a novice now hearing this long definition. Actually, like I said, this is a very formal definition, but then what technology simply is applying scientific methods. Okay, what are scientific methods? Scientific methods include probably mathematics, statistics. It includes your theories and all of that. All right, applying them in a real world scenario using tools. These tools may be automated tools. All right, could be software. All right, and then and processes. Processes could be like an algorithm, that is a step by step way of doing things. Like, how do I go about doing this? Just like how to boil an egg. All right, there are some process. Okay, there are processes you follow to boil egg. All right, and then particularly in the design. Now, these steps, these processes, this scientific information, coupled with these tools, are used, all right, to design. All right, design is actually the first stage in development, not the first per se, but then before you design, you have to make do your background check and all of that. But then design, you have to design before you develop. So with all of this information, these tools and these processes, you use that in designing first before you develop. and then before we move to the usage of this, it could be devices, it could be software, and it could be system. Now, um, bringing it down to probably layman level. Now, before now imagine at the comfort of your home, we are having this meeting. Take like 10 to 20 years back, all right, we probably have to be in a physical hall, all right, probably need microphone, sound system, and all of that, all of those struggles. But now, with the help of technology via Google, right, this is Google Meet you are using, that's the platform. It's a conference meeting platform that we use. Now, you could be in Ajakuta, you could be in Lagos, you could be in the UK, and all of us in meet. We could even see ourselves. All right, this is technology at work. So when you talk of technology, it's not as if it's technology is something we use daily. It's something we interact with, down to your cell phone you use in making call. All right, take like 50 years back, 50 to 70 years back, I would have to probably write a letter, send it. If I'm dying, that letter will probably get to the person maybe after my burial. All right. So this is technological. These are technological advances that have been happening all over the years. All right. It's cut across every sector, every field. All right. Take for example, even just the educational sector. When I was in primary school, we used whiteboard, we use blackboard and chalk. Nowadays, they use marker. They use screens in class, all right, to make the learning process, the teaching and learning process more fluid and easier for both the teacher and the student. All right, so these are technological advances. This is technology we use daily. All right, so moving forward, um, today tech usually refers to the digital and information technology industry, which encompasses fields like software development, data analysis, cybersecurity, online and mobile app development, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and the Internet of Things, amongst others. Wow. Now, this just wraps up everything, like summarizes everything, how tech is being applied in different industries. Like I said, it has been applied in aviation, in agriculture, it has been applied in the public sector, in medicine, name it. All right. Now, like actually the essence of this event or this talk is actually to introduce tech to novice and beginners. All right. Now I will understand if I am too if all of these grammars they are too high. All right. If they are too high, but then technology, like I said, it can be seen in our daily activities, in our daily lives. All right. Take, for example, your laptop now. All right. We have laptops that are very sleek and very slim. You could carry. Now, the first computer was actually the size of it, it occupied a whole room. All right. Now, over the years, there have been technological advancements. All right. With the help of miniaturization, that is reducing big things, like reducing the size of big stuffs, but yet maintaining their capacity, their capability, and even optimizing them. All right. Now you see that laptops are very sleek, they are small, you could carry them. Some laptops have touchscreen capabilities, you could rotate their screen and all of that. These are advancements. All right. Now we have seen the advancement cut across so many fields, both technical and non-technical fields. Now, when you talk about field like software development, during the introduction, I overheard somebody saying she's a software developer. All right. Now, the advent or technology has actually helped boost these fields like software development. You have data analysis where you have better tools or softwares that can help you analyze data. All right. Tools that help you analyze even larger data. Then you have cyber security, all right, where you have other tools so that helps you secure your digital assets. When we talk of digital assets, we could describe them in various ways. All right. These days, digital assets are what we cling to. All right. Now, let me give you an example. Your money in the bank is a digital asset because it's in the bank. All right, but you can access it on your phone digitally, probably via your mobile app and all of that. It is digital, it is not tangible at that point. All right. You talk about cryptocurrencies, these are digital assets, NFTs, and all of that. All of these are digital assets. Now, cybersecurity has to do with the ways, techniques on how to secure digital assets. I'll explain all of these fields better when we move, when we go on. Then you talk about mobile and app development and mobile app development, online app development. You talk about artificial intelligence. You have AI. AI is actually the buzz, like for in the past decade and in the last decade, you have you see AI advances everywhere. All right, down from, like I said, from the medical sector down to engineering, down to even music, to entertainment, to media, and all of that. You see artificial intelligence, that is
Incoming
machine
call from
being
Jesse
able
Free.
to do things ordinarily without human interact without human instruction. That is human literally telling them, okay, do this. They are able to think, they're able to display human intelligence. Okay, now you have cloud computing. All right. Now, I believe all of us have Google accounts. All right. Now, we have Gmail also, whereby we receive mails. If you registered for this event, you probably got a mail via Google, via your Gmail account. Now, all of these mails, they are stored somewhere in the cloud. All right. Now, when you open a Gmail account, you have 15 gigabytes of free cloud storage given to you by Google. All right. When you have cloud computing now, that is having to interact or make use of storage, not necessarily on your physical or your local machine. You're able to leverage on storage and compute power, okay, of other big companies that are able to secure this compute power and storage you seek, and then you probably pay them. All right. And then you talk about the Internet of Things, that is IoT, that is performing computing at the edge. You have CCTV cameras, you have smartwatches, all right, having to incorporate sensors in machine. You talk about how mechanical parts interact with softwares in a device. All right. So going forward, we have identify your interest and your strength. All right. So now, a very important thing to note when diving into tech is to identify your interest, identify your strength. Now, we are all humans, and different things attract us, different things fascinates us. For me now, I might be fascinated by painting. I like design. All right. For you now, it might be that, wow, you love maths, you love calculations, you are really good at calculating. For the other person, it might be that he loves to read, he loves to write, or she loves to read and she loves to write. All right. So these are different things that fascinate us. These are different things that intrigue us. Now we need to find these things, and then you need to find these things even in the tech space. That is to make your transition into tech more fluid. All right. You could look for something that you are better, you are good at, something that you are more familiar with. And like I said earlier, tech cuts across almost every field. All right. Every field, actually, tech cuts across every field. So it is left for you to look for these fields, or that is your interest, and then your strengths. All right. When going into the field of tech. Now, technology includes a broad range of career fields. Okay. It's not only about coding. Yeah. When we talk of tech, when we talk of tech bro, tech sis, we think that this person knows a lot of codes in his or her head. You can type code, you could write programs and all of. No, tech the tech field is not just about programming, writing codes and all of that. There are actually fields or areas of tech that don't need you to write any code at all. When you talk of areas like digital marketing, or you talk of areas like um, technical writing, you talk of areas like project manager or project supervisors and all of that. Okay, you don't need to write code at that point. So it's not all about coding. In fact, let me say, in tech, writing code and programming is the simplest part of tech. All right. The business aspect is actually the hardest. how to procure or get partnerships, how to boost your brand and all of that. They are actually the hardest parts of tech. Let me put it that way. But then writing code, like people see it as the most difficult part, but then it's actually the simplest. All right. So your journey into technology should begin with an exploration of the numerous domain that makes up the sector based on your interest and strength. We are still saying the same thing here. That is, when you want to dive into tech, you need to explore that. That is, look at all of the, like, not all. You can't go through all. There are a lot of fields in tech or sectors, but then you look at some of these fields and then find your interest. Look for the ones that are better suited to you. I'll explain some of these fields in the subsequent slides. Okay. Now, in looking or exploring all of these fields, there are some important questions you need to ask. All right, some important questions you need to answer. Now, the first I have here is, what tech related task do you find intriguing or engaging? Okay, for Mr. A, it might be that, wow, I love the way the web work. Like, how does it happen when I just click here, it takes me to another page? How does it happen whereby, wow, I'm looking at this website on my laptop. It has a different view. When I move it to my mobile device, it adjusts to the width of my screen. Like, how does it happen? Like, I want to know how the web works. For some people, it might be that I love maths. Like, I want to be able to um, um, design systems that can be able to think on their own. I want to be able to apply all of this mathematics, all of these statistics I know in my head. I want to be able to interpret them into real life case scenarios and all of that. All right. It might be that case for you. All right. While for some people, wow, I love this design. Like, how did he bring all of these elements and components together to make up this flyer? Wow, I want to be able to do this someday. So you you look at it like, what tech related task do you find intriguing or uh, uh, engaging? Okay, so that's actually one of the questions you need to answer. How do you answer this question? Through exploration, through a little bit of research into most of this field. Now, another question you could ask is, what skill do you currently possess that align with specific tech roles? All right, for some people now, wow, I worked in a cafe before. Let me take myself as an example. Let's say I worked in a cafe before and probably I was using Corel Draw, and now I want to actually move into tech proper. All right, I could migrate and look at graphic design. Okay, how does Adobe Photoshop work? How can I transfer my knowledge of Corel Draw to Adobe Photoshop? How does these software tools work? And for some people, it might be like, okay, I I love to read. I love to write projects, and I assist people in writing their projects. You can move into the field of uh content creation, or you could move into the field of technical writing. Well, I want to be able to write content for probably brands explaining their products. I want to move into copywriting and all. So these are different fields. You could transfer your already existing skills to tech related skills or tech skills. All right. So you also look at it. Your chosen path, is it narrow enough? Just like somebody saying, I want to move into AI. What aspect of AI are you moving into? AI is very broad, very, very broad. So you have to be able to narrow it down, like picking a niche. All right. You have to pick a niche in the tech space. All right. Another question you should ask is your chosen path really lucrative enough? I guess for people that were using Corel Draw like 15 to 20 years ago, Corel Draw was really lucrative at that point. But now people have moved on. We no longer use Corel Draw that much. We make use of Adobe Photoshop now. Or let's say people that were like 20 years ago, people were actually using HTML, CSS like they were badasses. But now people are moving to frameworks, okay, because frameworks are actually more flexible. They have better functionalities than just probably programming with normal HTML and CSS for web dev. All right, you move to frameworks like React, JS. You make use of Vue, you make use of Angular, and all of that. Okay, so you look at it. This field I'm going into, will it be lucrative in the next 3 to 5 years? All right, so these are things these are questions you should answer. Okay, so and some of the tech field to note that is when going into research is number one. I'll look at we'll talk about software development. Mr. Console. I'm sorry, I know I'm taking a whole lot of time, but then please pardon me. Just give me a little bit of more time. So now, software development. So if you take pleasure in and you are fascinated by how software works, how softwares, websites, and application, how they work, how they interact, like the logic behind all of this, like you want to really get to know all of this logic and all of that, you are like fascinated, you're intrigued by all of these things, you find pleasure in them, you could dive into software engineering, all right, and software development. So to make ideas come to life, software developers use programming languages like Python and Java or JavaScript. Okay, so those are for software developers like Madam Jones. So if you are for data analysis, this might be your calling if you enjoy working with data. Okay, and gleaning insightful conclusions from data, like you get this, that's the field of data analytics, having to read meaning, okay, or gain insights from data. All right, now we live in a world where data is being generated every day in large volumes. Okay, so if you enjoy working with data, okay, you like to draw conclusions from data, you like to analyze, you have this analytical thinking skill, you like to analyze things a lot from facts, that is from data. Okay, you could dive into the field of data analysis, and the tools used here are Excel, SQL, and platform for digital visualization. I put Power BI, or you could use Tableau. Okay, so these are some of the tools used by data analytics to analyze, to interpret data. All right. So another field is cybersecurity. So it's an exciting field if you are passionate about safeguarding digital assets, like I said earlier. If you are an averting online threats, if you want to help people be more safe, okay. If you want to help people secure their assets online, either cash or crypto, NFTs, and the likes. Okay, even your social media handle is an asset in in this current world we live in. So professionals in cybersecurity work to defend networks and systems from intrusion. I want to help institutions, all right, like banks, like schools, like the federal government and state government, to secure their sites, okay, secure their assets. Now you move to another field of UI UX design. Now, if you have a creative streak, like I said, you're very artistic, you have aesthetics for design, like you know how to arrange things. Now, when I talked about you being able to transfer your already existing skills or your current skills down to the field of tech, take for example an interior designer, right? An interior designer has to be very good at what it does. That is, you need to be able to design the people's houses, that is their living room, their bedroom, and all of that. You could bring that aesthetics down to UI UX design. Now it's all about uh, designing how a software or an application should work even before it is being produced. That is, you being able to think and visualize and see how all of this app should work, how the users could interact with this app even before they are live. All right, so when you talk of the field of UI UX design, that's what we are looking at. So the goal of UI UX designer is to produce intuitive and aesthetically pleasing interfaces. All right, intuitive and aesthetically pleasing interfaces. Pleasing, sir. Good evening, sir. Yeah. Okay, I did two meetings. I don't think I'm okay. My good. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Are you guys with me?
Yes, we are
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you, sir.
Okay. So, moving on. So, when you talk of web development, it's actually a popular field in technology. So it's actually popular. Almost like me, for example, I'll take myself as an example. Going into tech, the first field I came in contact with was web development. Same for many people. So web development is actually very popular. Okay, so if you're fascinated about how the web works, okay, how websites interact, how the interaction between the front end and back end, between servers and clients, okay, you could go into the field of web development. It's a popular field in technology if you like writing codes and creating websites. All right. So you have to, although there are different types of web development and web design. There's a no code, okay, where you make use of content management system. If you don't like writing code, but then you still love to design websites, you could go into content management system that is making use of things like WordPress and the likes. All right. So if you are also interested in how web works and how to build great interactive websites, so web development is your go-to guy. So digital marketing, if you're interested in using technology for marketing, that is taking your physical marketing, can you see, you could translate your skill as a marketer, probably a physical marketer. You could translate it down to the digital space also. So if you are interested in making use of technology for marketing, these fields offer many exciting career options. Okay, actually, the field of digital marketing is very wide. It's very wide. All right. So there are different sub fields inside digital marketing itself. So if you're interested in marketing technologically. All right, you can move into data market. So data marketers advertise goods for and services online using tools like social media, SEO, email marketing, and the likes. All right. So then you talk of project management. If you like to plan ahead, if I planner, all right. If you like to put things in order, right? You like to plan things from start to finish ahead of time. If you like to lead, you like to be in the forefront, and you can lead teams and organize activities. Project management may be a rewarding career path for you. All right. So it is very rewarding actually. There is a lot of money in project management, and it also comes with a lot of work too. So tech projects are successfully completed thanks to project manager. So they see they see this project through it, be it software development, uh, uh, be it probably a device or a hardware development. So this project management, this managers, they see the work through. So graphics design, if you love creativity, similar to UI UX design, if you love creativity and visual communication, graphic design could be the perfect career for you. Okay, for websites, branding, and marketing materials, graphic designers use programs like Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator to produce visually appealing designs. All right, then we move to the last guy, data science here. So I added data science here. So this field may be a good fit for you if you enjoy working with large data sets and have a strong analytical mindset. You have to be an analytical thinker to be able to use or to be able to go into the field of data science. Not just that, you need to also have other skills like being able to actually, you need to understand logic behind some things. You need to know artificial intelligence too, a little bit of artificial intelligence, machine learning. All right. So data science is actually a very broad field. So it picks little from here and there to make up this whole field. So to gain insights and make driven decisions, data science use statistical analysis, machine learning, and programming languages like Python, okay, for their jobs and their tasks. Okay, so this brings us to point three: knowledge and get knowledge and acquire skill. Okay, So continuous learning is essential for success in the quickly changing tech sector of today. So developing knowledge and skill is essential for beginning your tech career. So it is very, very essential. It is very, very essential. So I have less than 10 minutes. I'm just saying this down, Mr. Console. Sorry about that. So let's say I have less than 10 minutes. Let me just rush this. So, developing knowledge and skill is essential for beginning your tech career. So, after exploring all of this field, and then you identify the one you want to go into, the next thing is to take steps to actually get this knowledge, to acquire the skills needed to actually do the work in that field. All right. And it is a continuous process in the world of tech, because tech is always evolving, always changing, always progressing. All right. So, importance of continuous learning. So the tech sector is renowned for a dynamic environment. It is very dynamic. What you are conversant with probably last month has probably been updated by today. Okay, so it is always changing, always growing. So because technologies, frameworks, and tools are always changing, continuous learning is very crucial and paramount in the world of tech. So you can position yourself as a valuable asset to employers and open doors to new opportunities by keeping up with the newest trends and developments actually. So ways to gain knowledge and skill, okay, is my number one, taking course. That's part of the way to gain knowledge. Taking course, it might be a paid course, okay, online, or it might be physical. It might be physical. Then going to boot camps, okay, or joining boot camps. Your boot camps can be physical or virtual, where people come together, you bring different people together with like minds to learn and also solve real world problems. You could learn also or acquire skill by building projects. After taking a course, after getting this knowledge, you try to build project, try to solve real world problems. All right. Now you could also join a tech community also as a way of gaining knowledge and skill. Tech community is actually one of the very good ways of gaining skill. I am a product of tech communities. All right. I'm a product of tech communities. Going into tech communities played a very vital role in my tech journey. All right. So this is the last point we'll be looking at. That is, why choose a tech career? Why? So I have some reasons here, four of them. Now, the first here I have is due to the increasing reliance of business on technology to advance their operations. The demand for tech professionals is soaring, like it is skyrocketing. Like business are looking for newer ways to incorporate technological tools, incorporate technological skills into their work, because why? Tech makes your work easier. It optimizes your performance. That is, it optimizes productivity. Okay, so companies are looking for a way to incorporate this. So the demand for professionals in tech fields is actually soaring. So numerous employment opportunities and potential career advancement results from this. All right. So, career in technology offers a chance to work on cutting edge initiative that influences the future. All right. Now, take for example the team that developed Google Meet that we're using today. It is actually a cutting edge tool that enables people to come together to have meetings from different locations. All right. So, these are cutting edge initiative that influences the future. So, let me rush this. So the tech sector offers a dynamic and constantly changing environment that promotes a culture of ongoing learning, that is continuous learning and personal development. In the tech, in the tech world, or in the tech space, you can't rely on your old knowledge. You have to keep building on it, because new stuffs are coming out, especially in my field, data science. You are trying to learn this stuff today, before you know, 10 other new things are coming out next week. Like papers are coming in every week. right? New advancements are coming in, like the rate at which they come in is more than the rate you can digest. That's why it's good to just focus on one aspect. All right, that's why it's good to narrow your niche down to a specific aspect so that you don't get overwhelmed. All right. So now the tech sector provides a wide variety of jobs that cater for different interests and skill sets, including coding, data analysis, cybersecurity, design, and project management, and all. Okay, so intriguing projects can benefit from special talents of professionals from various backgrounds. All right, so these are some of the the reasons why you need to choose tech. All right, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that tech is good for you. So thank you very much. This is where my talk ends. If you have any questions or anything you, Mr. Consul. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah.
So thank you for the lecture you just give us. It was really insightful. Um, I'll say thank you once again. Yeah, because I learned a lot. So
Thank
I'll
you.
be using this medium to ask if anybody has any question to ask concerning tech and how to get started. Please give your best shot to go about it. Thank you. Any question?
She. I don't think anybody has questions
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
So that means I was talking to very brilliant people, and I'm glad and I'm happy to see that everybody understood everything I said. So to wrap it up, I just have a quote here from Napoleon Hill that states that strength and growth comes only through continuous efforts and struggle. All right. So you need to be intentional in this tech journey. All right. You need to be intentional. So that's this is why I draw my curtain. My name is Gabriel Yashim, and these are some of my social media handles. You could connect with me, you could send me a mail, to link up with me, and then yeah. So thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gabriel. Thank you very much for the wonderful section you just gave us.
You're
Um,
welcome.
yeah, thank you very much. Next on the line, in absence of no question, I'll be calling on Ms. Yemi to give us a brief introduction about StarTech One. Yemi, are you there? So it's over to you.
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear
I can hear you
Not
too.
just me. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Olaimi, and I'm a digital marketer. Mr. Gabriel, thank you very much for the amazing lecture. I also learned a lot, and I'm sure that everybody else or everyone else here also learned something. Okay, so before I talk about what we do at StarTech One and tell you the services we offer, I also want to add something. There are so many people going into tech. Yes, but one of the things that can make you stand out is your mindset. If you have the mindset that this particular career path that you want to choose, that you are going to make it there, then you will surely make it. But if you feel like the space is saturated and there is no space for you, then that's what going to be your portion. So your mindset is very important. So what do we do at Startech One? Startech One is a tech company that offers two services. The first one, we offer services to brands. Please, if you cannot hear me, let me know in the comment section or in the message box. We offer two services. The first one is to businesses and brands need services like website creation, digital marketing services, graphic designs, and the likes. Why the second service we offer is training people who are interested in learning a tech skill to choose a career path in tech. So courses like digital marketing, graphic design, data analysis, web development, and even computer appreciation. So yes, we have come here to tell you about um, how to kickstart your career in tech, and we are not just going to leave you without a solution to that. So our company offers a solution to some of the things that we have spoken to you about through our speaker today, Mr. Gabriel. So if you are interested in any of the tech courses that we offer, a link will be dropped in the message box for you to fill. But the fact that you've been part of this program, you are going to be given a discount. So this is not to cajole you. If you have learned a lot from what the speaker said, I'm sure that you might have been able to come to conclusion of what you like. Or even if you haven't come to a conclusion yet, you might get back to think about it. And I would just encourage you to take your time and keep the link that the moderator is going to drop in the message box so that you can enroll in our courses. You don't need to be at our physical location. We offer virtual classes too. And as you all know, the world has gone virtual. So you do not need to be in our physical location for you to sign up for our courses. And our courses offer hands-on skill, real life projects. We are not just going to give you a class without practical examples. And our classes are live classes and they are also self-paced. So you are going to get the best when you pay for our courses. And as I said, there's going to be a discount. So when you fill the form that the moderator has dropped in the comment box, you're going to get a feedback from us. So if you have any question for me, you can just signify and ask your question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Yemi, for that wonderful one. As Sha said, we'll be offering a discount to persons that attended this section. So if you're interested, kindly click the link and fill the form below to get started.
You can also connect with us on our via our social media handles. Um, Madam Yemi will talk more on that also.
I will drop them on the group right now, on the message box.
Okay, while she is onto that, I'd like to thank everyone, especially for joining this section by sparing a bit of your time to come and learn with us. I believe you learned a thing or two, which would be beneficial to you. So we'd really like to hear from you and get to know you all better. If you're interested in learning any tech skill, you can click the link that is on the comment section and apply for a course which you have interest in, and let's take it off from there. So thank you very much. Yemi, where to you can wrap it up. Okay, I'm already getting a response already. Thank you all for filling. To those that have filled it already. So, Yemi, are you still there? I'm waiting for you.
All right, guys. So I'll be calling on Mr. Jetro Launch here to give us a vote of thanks so that we can actually conclude this meeting. Jetro, over to you, sir. Mr. Jetro, are you there? All right. So on behalf of the entire staff of StarTech One Extra Limited, would like to appreciate those that have uh, attended this class. I hope you've actually learned one or two things in this class, in this meeting. Okay. So this is going to be like a recurring event. We as StarTech One, we believe at giving out values to people. Okay. And consistently, you'll be seeing this kind of meetings being shown to you on your various social media pages, and we'll be doing this consistently. So the goal is to give out value to the entire society, and I believe through attending these meetings, your journey to the test skills will be made smooth. Okay. So thank you very much for finding time to attend this meeting. We really want to appreciate you, and we hope by the next time we call, you will answer. So on behalf of StarTech One and the entire staff, we want to appreciate everyone that has joined us. Uh, the next time, I will say bye bye for now. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night rest.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, everyone. See
All
you all
right.
next time.
Well,
Bye
thank you, sir,
bye.
for this. I really appreciate, sir.
This the staff of StarTech One should stay on the line.